Hello and welcome to Cricbuzz Comm Box. I'm Gaurav Kapur. With me, Parthiv Patel. India put into bat by Australia in this second T20I. And I know it's not my birthday, it's not a festival, but Shagun ka score.
Yeah,
101. At the end of 10 overs, it's a binary situation going on there, like the Matrix. It's 1-0, 1-1-0. So 101 for 1 at the end of 10 overs. And this has happened on the back of an absolutely fantastic 50 by Yashasvi Jaiswal. Oh, he was brutal. There was one over of Sean Abbott, actually, where he completely went after him, got 24 in that over. And on the back of that, he, of course, got his 50 real quick. But what has happened is there was a 77-run power play. And after that, even though there's one wicket down, India in 7 to 10 has only got a run a ball.
Yeah,
I'm a bit confused.
Yeah, absolutely. I think if you look at the score right now, and if you say India has got 101 of 10 overs, you would be really happy. But but India had a great start. I think after that, obviously, Ishan Kishan got stuck a bit, though he did hit one boundary, but he's played 11 balls for 10. And in the last 4 overs, they got run a ball. I think that's something which obviously India needed to address. Probably this score should have been about 115 or something in 10 overs. But yeah, I think you got to give credit to Australia, the way they've bowled. They stuck to they kept hitting those hard lengths, and even to spinners also. They were bowling full. They were bowling into the stump line. But having said that, now looking at the wicket, we saw a bit of a spin as well. Hence, the power play was very, very important, which was utilized by Yashasvi Jaiswal mainly.
Yashasvi Jaiswal obviously used the power play really well. There were only 2 fielders out. But there was a trap set for him by the leg spinners. He managed to go left and right and over that trap for a long time till he gave it straight to fly zip.
Yeah, he did. I mean, it was like an unlucky dismissal. Obviously, if you try and hit it over mid-off and if you get an outside edge and get out to third man, that can happen. But if you look at his batting, it wasn't just brutal hitting. It was placement all around the wicket. He was using the pace really well. He was getting into those positions. He was hitting all around the pitch. And that's exactly what you want from an opener. Unlike what we saw of Steve Smith in last game. Today we saw a bit of hitting as well. We saw a bit of placement, and the strike rate is more than 200 from Yashasvi Jaiswal.
Yeah, I think India will definitely be disappointed, saying this 7 to 10 might just come to bite them in the back later, because after a 77-run power play, you don't want Australia to come into the game, and you know what happens when you let a top team come back into the game, they can win phase after phase. So India will make sure that in 10 to 15 they can accelerate a lot more. Meanwhile, the opposition, well, they've used 6 bowlers, and you will when Yashasvi Jaiswal is batting like he was batting. Of course, they did the usual, giving Stoinis the first over, which went for 8 runs. Didn't capitalize on that too much. Nathan Ellis bowled his 2 for 18. Glenn Maxwell also went for a few runs, bowled in the power play, of course. But it was Sean Abbott who Yashasvi Jaiswal got a hold of. I think it was 2 sixes and 3 boundaries in that 1 over that he bowled in the power play. Adam Zampa's bowled his 2 for 18 and Tanveer Sanghas bowled his 2 for 9. They'll definitely, I mean, you're looking at the back 10. You are psychologically thinking 208 is not enough. That was just, 2 days, 3 days ago. They're looking at attacking. They've got the batters to attack, have India, because after this there is, of course, Surya to come, who is in the form of his life, especially in this format. You've got plenty of hitting to follow. Rinku Singh is to come, Tilak Verma is to come, Akshar Patel is to come. At what point do they send a message out to Ishan and Rituraj saying, one of you has to go, if not both?
Now, when you don't have to wait for it. I don't think we need to wait for it. It's just 10 overs, 9 wickets in hand. I think both of them should go, and both of them should try and accelerate here. If one of them gets out, then the set batsmen just try and play deep. But usually now, that should be the message going, because now if you look at the bowling card also, they still have to get overs from their 5th bowler, which is Marcus Stoinis, Glenn Maxwell, and looking at today's form, Sean Abbott as well. So they will try and get 8 overs out of this 3. So as soon as those bowlers comes in, they try and attack them, and that's exactly how India should approach this now. Both of them should go, and if one of them gets out, then one should try and play deep, and everyone, whoever is coming, just try and make sure that they keep the momentum going.
With the conditions and the wicket and the fact that it's been raining the last few days, saw Tanveer Sangha wiping the ball, so dew has already started coming in. What is this, closing to 8 o'clock? So dew has started coming in, which means obviously India will keep that in mind, because when you have Australia chasing, you want the cushion of a few more runs.
Absolutely, I think it's a due something which we've spoken about that in a pre-show as well. I think that it plays so dues usually plays the role of 15 runs.
Yeah.
You have to make sure that you have to think of 15 runs extra because that's going to be slightly that will come in play, especially with this Indian bowling lineup where we have only 5 bowlers to play with.
Yeah.
Unlike you look at Australia, they have the option of 6th bowler. India doesn't have that, and that 6th bowler option is a Tilak Verma.
Yeah.
So seeing all the bowling unit what we have, I think India should be thinking whatever the pass score they are thinking, they should be thinking 10-15 runs extra then.
So 208 is not enough. So let's say 215. Add another 15. That's 230.
225.
225?
India should be looking at from say 101 for 1 after 10 overs. In back 10, India should be looking at least 110, 115.
Okay. Can they do that? Well, if they can, it'll have to be on the back of some very exciting batting by the Indian batters. We're going to come back and have a look at this entire batting effort and where the game stands at the halfway stage. That's going to be on Cricbuzz Live. That, of course, will happen after the 20 overs. So do join us then. All we have for you on the update right now. So we're going to scoot out of here. Parthiv Patel and Gaurav Kapur on Cricbuzz Comm Box. Thank you for watching.